Okay. It's kind of different going from like the silly stuff to the
Yeah,
reviews, but let's just do it. Let's go. Let's start with Godzilla because that's a silly movie. It's a silly movie.
that's a
Let's
silly
start
movie.
there. Godzilla X Kong, where they the big monsters team up.
hmm To fight
All,
other big monsters.
yeah. You start. What were your thoughts on this one?
So I just wanted my fix, man. I just want to see things punch each other and just get freaking messed up, and I got what I wanted. Again, though, could still do without. Okay, this is like the general consensus, like do without the human stuff. I think it's fine. Just don't like do too much. And I think this movie's still trying to do too much with the mother-daughter story. Like, I don't care. Like, come on, who's here for
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
But
Nobody.
okay, I will say though, my audience was feeling it, so I was like, okay, fine, keep it, because yeah, like that ending part where she's like, I don't know, I forget what she said. You're my home or something. She said some thing like that, and then my audience was like, oh, and I was like, okay, but I'm not here for that.
What?
I'm here for what just happened with Godzilla, and then yeah, okay. Anyway, that's what I'm here for. I got what I wanted. I think the ending fight was kind of not as good as the ending fight in the other one. Because the other one, he had a fatality. He like ripped the Mechagodzilla's
Yeah.
spine out. This one didn't really have something. Well, it kind of did, but it wasn't as cool. I
Yeah.
thought.
I agree.
But then all
Oh,
the other fights I liked too, though. I really liked how there were really long scenes of just Godzilla, or not, no, Godzilla's like barely in it. There were just
yeah.
really long scenes of Kong.
Yeah.
That I like, because usually what these movies do is like, oh, let's follow around the big monster, and that's usually what they're just following around the big monster. But in this movie, they're all like separate storylines, and I like that much better. Like that's what they should keep doing going forward.
Yeah. So this is my second Godzilla Kong movie that I've watched, I think. I don't know how many there are total. Do you know
In
how
the
many?
universe, there's like, okay, there's the first Godzilla, second Godzilla, there's the Kong movie,
Jesus.
there's the first Godzilla versus Kong, and there's five, and there's the Apple show.
Oh boy, that's so many. So I only watched this one and the one before this one. Dude, I was telling like they're literally just Avengers but animals, like animal version. Cause like even when he's with the little kid or like the beginning part, it's such like superhero openings, like how they where the Avengers are at the moment, like what they're doing, and then all of a sudden it's like a beginning, warm up fight where he's fighting either the monkeys and then
Yeah.
Godzilla's fighting this fucking random I don't know whatever
Lobster,
the fuck.
was that
yeah.
what's the lobster
It's
thing?
like
Yeah.
a crab or some
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Yeah. And then yeah, it was literally just like superhero shit.
Mm-hmm.
But there's no talking, which makes it even when okay, so Kong and the little monkey guy, they have like these scenes where they're like traveling together. Like normally, if they were humans, there would be like dialogue there,
Yeah.
like but they're just like Wah! And then yeah. Which honestly makes it like so much less interesting. Just like I know they're communicating, but like there's no human words, so it's like okay. And it also makes you feel stupid. You're just like watching these animals communicate by like yelling at each other. Even Kong and Godzilla, they're like yelling at each other, and like they're not. There's no words there, so I just feel stupid watching that. You know what I mean?
See, that's what I like. It's stupid, but it's like entertaining just seeing like big dumb creatures like.
I don't know, bro. It's okay. Well, the human part, I didn't mind it either. I mean, I
Yeah.
think they're fine. I don't really care about them or anything,
Mm-hmm.
but they're there, I guess. The whole moth thing, kind of ridiculous.
Oh,
I don't
Mothra.
I wasn't following like how they summoned that moth thing, with the deaf girl and
Well,
stuff.
pretty
but-
much they needed a reason for why Godzilla wants to team up, and then yeah, when you want to talk about glazing, he's a glazer for Mothra, so he'll do anything she says, and that's why they brought her back, pretty much.
What was the logical like explanation for them? Because the moth dead before and it came back?
Yeah, so like in one of the previous movies, it like sacrificed itself so Godzilla could beat the villain of that movie.
Okay.
So then the deaf girl's people,
Yeah.
they're like they like worship Mothra, I guess, and then she's one of the I don't know, something about that little girl is from Skull Island, I guess, where Kong is from, and only a descendant from. Okay, I feel so stupid explaining this. only a descendant from Skull Island can like bring back Mothra, or I don't know, some dumb thing. That's all right.
Yeah, it's pretty. Those parts are like it's pretty similar to like how we were talking about the later Star Wars movies, where it's like they're just making
It's
up
like
rules.
kids playing games,
Yeah, it's like
playing with their
imaginary.
toys.
Yeah. And it's like, oh, but this I actually
I
healed myself.
resurrect Mothra because she's the last descendant of from Skull Island.
That's literally I hate that shit, but it's actually not too bad in this movie because my expectations were much lower than a Star Wars movie, and I'm like everybody else. I assume I was just there to watch big creatures fight in the end.
Yeah,
which is what happened. I got my 2v2,
and there's a lot of it too. Like these movies, for some even though that's what you go for some reason it doesn't happen that much. You gotta like kind of wait a while for it to happen. But this movie, I feel like it was a good like mix. Good
balance. They had a decent amount of fights, enough to like keep it going. I guess.
Yeah.
I guess the other thing is like they're not gonna lose.
Yeah, there's no stakes in this one like at all.
Yeah.
Like the first fight Kong has with the villain, he doesn't lose until the villain's like if you watch the movie, he points a thingy and then Kong loses, but it's like okay, so Kong can't lose to the main villain.
Yeah.
And Godzilla's coming and Godzilla can never lose. So
Yep.
it's like there's no really any stakes.
Godzilla's
again, we're just there to
overpowered.
watch them fight
Yep.
anyways. I was like, okay, I'm stupid
Yeah.
anyway, so.
And that's the other evidence of that is like as soon as the fight's over, the movie just ends. Like there's nothing else. The movie just ends. I don't know. Yeah, there's such a cap on like how much I can care about this movie or movies like this, So, I don't know what else there is really to even say about it.
I will also say, each of these movies, there's the 5 movies, right?
Yeah.
Each one ends with like a really awesome like Mortal Kombat fatality, and this one, it kind of does that. It's just straight up a Mortal Kombat fatality. Like Sub-Zero has a freaking spoilers, but he has a fatality like that.
Yeah.
But it wasn't as cool as the other ones.
I didn't really like how I could kind of read how it was gonna go too. Like I like the fights,
the ending
where
fight,
it's just like, oh shit, yeah, because they turn off the gravity. I'm like, all right, they're gonna fight in anti-gravity, and then the gravity's gonna turn back on, like you're changing stage, like
fall.
level 2 type of thing, yeah. And then they fought again, and it was like, okay, so I didn't like that. I feel like the last movie I watched did have a cooler fight scene at the end. I agree with you. Yeah, I mean, it's not any deeper than that. I don't know
where do we go from here to? I wonder.
They just fought and then it was over, so they can literally do anything now. They can imagine more stuff. I guess that's what I got from it. But what would you give it out of 5?
Solid 3. I got what I came for.
Yeah, I'm going 2 on this one. It was fine, I guess, for what it was. It's not my favorite type of movie.
You know what it kind of is to me? It's like Transformers, but it doesn't have any reason to be serious or like do anything crazy like Transformers, so it like works better. Because it's just a big dumb fucking monkey and a big dumb lizard fighting shit.
Yeah, I put them in like similar categories. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So let us know what you thought of those monster fights. I guess
I saw a tweet that said like, even if Kong was normal size, there's still something about him. And I was like, I kind of agree with that. I was like, kind of interesting.
What? No, that's crazy.
What?
What does that mean?
I don't know, but I don't know. I can't explain it, but I felt what they were saying.
It feels
normal